recently, and I noticed that they had a big sign out front in bold black letters, and all it said was Shrimp Fest. So naturally, I have a lot of questions about that, okay? I'm a naturally curious person, so I peel my car over to ponder about it, and is this a festival for the shrimp? Are we celebrating the shrimp? Are they celebrating us? Are they performing for us? And if so, are they being compensated fairly for their performances? Are there gonna be any name brand shrimp there? Not that I'm a fame chaser, but I want it to be worth my time, if I'm gonna go check out the shrimp. And at that point, the poor waitress hung up on me, which rude, but fair, okay, I get it. So I'm in a bit of a funk, and I'm driving away. And I come back less than a week later, and they've torn the sign down, which I'm gonna take credit for. And this time, they just had a sign up that said, "Endless Prawn," in big red letters. What happened to the shrimp? Where'd they take the shrimp? Were the shrimp not good enough? And I also, I don't know. I don't think they have a freezer big enough for that. Unless their freezer's the Beyond section of Bed Bath & Beyond, how are they storing all of those endless prawn? And again, I'm worried about the shrimp. Is there an Adopt a Shrimp program that I can apply for to get the shrimp? And at this point, the waitress hung up on me again, which, rude, but fair, again. And so I drive away in a funk, deciding that I can probably never show my face at McGrath's. And they told me several times that I need better hobbies, so here I am trying to find them. And I passed by Del Taco down the road, and in big bold letters on their sign, missing the H of course, just says, "Shrimp is back. Shrimp is back." So I'm excited, because it does mean that the shrimp are a rental system, okay? You rent the shrimp out for their performances, it's fine, all right? But the way they worded it kind of intimidated me, just because who's shrimp? Where did shrimp go? I'm kind of believing that shrimp is a singular entity now. Is this something exciting? Shrimp is back, yeah! Can I get shrimp's autograph? Or is this threatening? Is this a warning, shrimp is back? If I go to the drive-thru and I do something I don't like I'm just gonna get bitch slapped by a guy named Shrimp? I never found out. And for those of you that don't know, I love Del Taco. I have a wonderful relationship there. I had my senior photos taken in Del Taco. We recreated a lot of biblical images where we were touching fingers. Manager came out and yelled at me a bunch, and I never got a chance to ask him about the shrimp, which is unfortunate, because he was yelling at me, which, everything else, rude, but fair. Oh, God. And so I never figured out anything for the shrimp after that. McGrath's took their endless prawn sign down again after I called them, which I feel kind of bad about now, because the waitress, she'd been there way too long, and you can just tell, But I haven't seen any signs up since then, so I'm upset about the shrimp and the prawn. And somebody brought up jumbo shrimp recently, and they're right, that is oxymoronic. It was him right back there, because it's either jumbo or it's shrimp. It can't be both. But they don't have jumbo shrimp, they just have normal rentable shrimp. You rent the shrimp by the hour or by the shrimp, but you can't have both. And no, there are no famous shrimp. What else did I have to complain about? I was at a fair recently, and a woman walked by wearing a wife beater that just said, "It smells like slut in here." And she also wore the signature sweatpants with "Juicy" written across the back. And already, I was into the situation. I was okay, you can't write that. But she was walking by with her 6 children. And which child smelled like slut? Which one? I never found out. And while I said I was unemployed a couple minutes ago, that's also a lie. I work at a smoke shop in Ashland, which is great because I get to deal with tweakers all day. And for the most part, they're just guys named Jim with Jim tattooed across their hands, so they mean business. And they sing you old songs, and it's really swell. He's also threatened to rob the shop about 7 times now. And the first time it's kind of intimidating because you wonder what he's gonna do. Is he gonna come in with a baton? Is he gonna bring in the people with their names tattooed on their hands? What's going on? But by the 7th time, you just get tired of it. Follow through at some point, be a man of your word. So I've been encouraging him for the last month to just go through with it. And now he doesn't come around anymore. Just kind of sad because none of them do. And I don't meet tweaker standards anymore. So it's been a real blow to the self-esteem. Except for this one old woman. And when I say old, she's in her 40s or 50s. She has half dreadlocks. She wears the really big sunglasses that you discover at PacSun in 2001, they're bedazzled the whole way. But every time she would come in, she would look me dead in the eyes for her purchase, and she'd just go, "So, the child's out of the house. You want to come over and watch a movie later? See where things go?" First time, answer's no. Flattering, but no, all right? I'm at work and it's uncomfortable. Second time it happens, answer's still no, still flattering. Third time it happens, a little less flattering, now it's just getting uncomfortable. The 4th time it happens, it just gets I wasn't sure what to say, so at that point I just said no and tried to stare in the other direction while she stared me dead in the eyes for 10 minutes, just not leaving. But the 5th time, she comes in and she gets $16 worth of things, and she tells me flat out that she has $16 worth of quarters on her, which is great because we needed quarters. It's not a little pouch of quarters, no. She like started pulling them from her socks, from the folds of her hat, from her pockets, like they were just spilling on. And midway through pulling out all of her quarters, she looks me dead in the eyes as she usually does, and she goes, "So, my son just got molested. What am I supposed to do with that? Where do I go in that situation?" It wasn't funny at the time, and she's about like $9 into her 16-quarter purchase. She pulls them all out. I'm starting to count the quarters. I'm $6 in, looks me in the eyes again and goes, "My daughter died of cancer." I don't know where to go from that one either, okay? So I'm just trying to count it through, telling her, "Ma'am, I'm like $12 into your $16 purchase. I'm just happy you haven't asked me out at this point, but I don't know what's going on." And when I'm $15 in, she looks at me again and goes, "So my son's out of the house right now. You wanna come over, watch a movie, see where things go?" "I don't know, where's your son? Why is he not with you? What's going on?" So she comes in with her son next time, all right, which is wonderful, and also her husband. And so her husband's been there the whole time, and it was uncomfortable right up until the husband started telling me that he loved me, and then started getting like really close and touchy, and then she was buttering me up, and then the child was running around staring at me looking for like a third dad, and it's gotten really bad. It's gotten really bad. That ends that. Okay, that's all I got. I'm gonna die. Shrimp. It's a lot of shrimp.